Being a good man is not the same as being a nice guy, and being an asshole is not the same as being masculine. In fact, it displays signs of insecurity and weakness. True masculinity is grounded in service, but this truth is often overlooked or misrepresented. A lot of young men today are not aware of what it actually means to be a man. They think that masculinity is about being loud and cocky, while in reality, it is about being calm, brave, and virtuous. It is about leaving a positive impact on the world around you, making the right choices rooted in logic and rationality, and being the mountain that other people can fall back on during hard times. In this video, we will discuss 8 essential virtues that you must master if you wish to call yourself a real man. Number 8. Empowering the weak. There are many twisted minds in the world that possess a misguided idea that masculinity is about dominating the weak to enforce one's own superiority. In fact, it is quite the opposite. You see, a true high-value man is so self-assured in his abilities and his worth. He knows exactly what he is and what he is not. There is no man or woman on this earth who can break his healthy self-image. Therefore, he has no need to put others down. He has no need to stroke his own ego in order to feel better about himself because he is comfortable in his own skin. He knows that he is strong, but he also knows that his strength is not only for his own good, but for the good of the world around him. So he uses his strength to empower others. When you see someone struggling, it is your duty to provide your aid, if you can do so, without compromising your own well-being. Aim to spread positive and uplifting energy wherever you go. This is the way of the true high-value man. Number 7. Being a good person. If you have been following this channel for a while, you will know that I strongly advise against being the so-called nice guy. Because being a nice guy means that you aim to please everyone with the goal of getting something in return. Now, a lot of people misunderstand this, and they become so afraid of being seen as a nice guy that they turn into cold and arrogant assholes. This is not the point. A truly masculine man is kind and respectful to everybody, given that they do not disrespect him. And even when disrespected, he will never lose his temper and will never engage in silly and childish arguments. He will simply walk away. Now, the key difference between being nice and being a good person is the sincerity of your kindness. A real man is not kind in order to gain something. He is kind because he wishes to have a positive impact on the people he crosses paths with. Remember, you can be rich and muscular, but if you are rotten on the inside, and if your intentions are not pure, then you will never reach the highest form of masculinity. Number 6. Doing your job. In other words, take responsibility. As a man, you are born to lead, born to provide safety and comfort to women and children. Therefore, you cannot allow yourself to neglect your responsibilities. Doing your job is not only about the actual job that earns you a salary. That is only one component of it. As a man, it is your job to be strong when your woman is feeling weak and scared. It is your job to raise your children into strong, independent individuals with the ability to think for themselves. It is your job to be the best man you can be, and to be that, it is required that you perform to the best of your ability in everything that you do. Number 5. Being disciplined. As a man, your actions should be based on logic and analysis, with strong intention to move closer to a specific goal. Men should be able to look past the way they feel at a given moment if his feelings are standing in the way of his goal. This is the very essence of discipline, the ability to do what is required of you, even when you do not feel like it. Unfortunately, this virtue is rare to come across these days. Young men are constantly being told that they should listen more to their emotions. Combine this with all the instant gratification and cheap dopamine of the modern world, and you are left with a generation of weak men without direction and without purpose. Number 4. Protecting and providing. Women, children, and dogs. These 3 beautiful and wonderful creatures are the only beings on this earth that are loved unconditionally. As a man, you must earn your love, and you do that by providing something. Provide safety, provide stability, provide a future, provide support. This is your duty as a man. It is your duty to be strong and embrace a life of hardships so that the people you love can enjoy a life of comfort and peace. You must make sure that your woman and your children are happy and safe, even if it means that you must suffer yourself. This may seem unfair, but strong men do not complain about whether something is fair or not. You play the hand you are dealt and do the best you can. Number 3, being a good example. Setting a good example does not only apply to your children. This applies everywhere. At your workplace, when others are slacking off, do not tell them to stop slacking off. Instead, you take the lead and perform to the best of your ability. Being a good example essentially means that you do not tell others what they must do. You do what you believe to be right, and you do it with integrity and conviction. Then, others will follow. What it really boils down to is that you strive towards an ideal. Strive towards becoming the best you can be, and by doing so, you inspire others to do the same. If enough people do this, it would have a tremendous positive impact on the world. Number 2, being humble. Confidence. Arrogance. These two traits are very often confused with each other. But make no mistake, they are two very different traits. A true high-value man is confident. This means that he knows what he is worth, and he is proud of who he is. It means that he is in a healthy and balanced state of mental peace that allows him to remain humble towards other people. If you have truly made achievements that are worthy of bragging, people will know about it, and most likely also ask you about it. So there is no need to tell people that you are better than them. You will gain nothing from this. Instead, try to be more interested in what other people are doing. Let them speak, listen attentively, and try to learn from them. If you truly know who you are, what your values are, and you are proud of yourself, you will have no need to announce your own superiority. In fact, when you are a high-value man and you remain humble, people will only idolize you even more. Number 1, being a leader. This is perhaps the most important trait of a truly masculine man. Leading people when they are in need of direction, making the tough decisions, and standing by them. Doing what you believe to be the right thing for the people you are responsible for. Now, this does not mean that you need to become the boss in order to be a real man. Being a leader is just as much about leading yourself. You must first be able to lead yourself. Then, you can lead a relationship, and eventually, you lead your family. It can be as simple as that. The only thing that matters is that you do your best to make the right decisions on behalf of yourself and your family.